What are some of the lessons have you learned from your father as a biological father, at the same time as a spiritual father? Let us start from the biological father. Is he a role model to you?
Of course, he's my role model.
As a biological father,
Yes.
what are some of the lessons have you learned from him?
Okay, there's so many lessons I've learned from my father. First of all, he always tell me that in life, don't rush with things, and never compete with other people. Do your best.
Wow, correct.
Yeah. So that is the most important thing I learned from him. As much as we are so many ministers of God, so many artists, and most of the things that zinafanya most of the artists wananguka is competition. Competition. You want to be like that person. You want to be like so and so, not knowing that we have different gifts, we have different qualities. Yes. So what I learned from him, he always encouraged me that never compete with any other person. Be yourself. No, do what you think you can do best, but don't compete with any other person. Because the more you keep on competing, there's nothing you are gaining. And at the end of it, what it brings all is war. Not having, you are having misunderstanding with other ministers. Why? Because you are competing with them.
So the lesson you learn from him is that everybody was born with their uniqueness, unique gift, ability, talents,
yes,
and powers.
Yes.
So you should remain who you are. Never compete with other people.
Yeah.
Never aspire to be like so and so.
Yes.
But you should aspire to be a greater person of yourself, a greater version of your own.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. This is a very wonderful lesson. As a spiritual father, what have you learned from him? Now that he is a prophet, so many spiritual daughters and sons all over the world, you also being a biological daughter who is a spiritual daughter, what have you learned from him as a spiritual father who is a minister and a servant of God?
As my spiritual father, as per how I know him, he's one person who loves the best. When it comes to ministering, he always wants the best, because he also, apart from being a prophet, he's also a minister. He also knows how to sing. He has a gift of singing in him. So anytime you make a mistake, and he knows very well this person can deliver best, he will call you and tell you, no, my daughter, no, my son, whatever you are doing is not right. Can you stop doing what you are doing and be who you are?
So you have learned a lesson of discipline.
Discipline.
From him.
Yes.
Cathy, thank you very much. What can you tell a viewer who also have the gift of singing or a gift of ministering in the arena of gospel, and is or she is at your age? Maybe she admire a lot, or he admire a lot to serve God with the gift, but he is still facing challenges